being a second parent to someone else's child is a real blessing to any of us. Some they feel that this is another burden, but for me it's a blessing. Couple days ago, I received an invitation to be a godmother of one of my colleagues' a child. She just gave birth to a beautiful, cute baby girl. And of course, I was so happy that I had witnessed. I mean, she shared me all the photos and videos of snippets of small things that's what's happening to her prior to her pregnancy as well, and also what's going on her pregnancy. And of course, I was so overwhelmed, happy, and maybe blessed that someone else has trusted you to be part of her journey and asking you a lot of things about pregnancy, parenting, marriage, everything about the child's and what are the expectation, what are the things that you will feel and stuff like that. How I will react, how I will say that. Wait, just one snap. I said, I'm so proud of you. Happy that you are considering me for one of the choices of your child's birth. Child's baptism, celebrating the Christianity and stuff. I would like to say that I am happy that I could share all the maybe advice and everything that you need. And what I replied is this. Ha 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 ha, something like that. It's like funny just to break the ice and not to be so awkward, not to be cringy. So what I did, I sent her a message to her exactly as this is. Ha 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 ha. Thank you for that. But right now I'm so busy with something else, and can would you mind if you could offer that to someone else? That's it. And she said, okay, don't worry, it's all right. Thank you. These are the 7 reasons why I rejected or declined the invitation from a friend a god to be a godmother to her child. Personal boundaries comes first. I believe that being a godmother to someone else's child is a blessing and also a commitment in a way, because I have the obligation and responsibility as well to be in a second parent of that child. But for me, I have learned to honor the personal boundaries, and especially for these lifelong commitments. I know that it is not just being a godmother, but for me, there is an obligation and there's also commitment for that matter. So on that prior, I already just rejected her and said to her that I'm sorry. Could you ask someone else apart from me? I appreciate that you considered me as one of one of the godmother of your child, but for now, you can offer it to someone else. Being a godmother also to a child, it also involves commitment and of course attachment. It doesn't mean that you're just there being a physical person on or existent on that specific occasion, but for me it should be at least you have the emotional involvement. And apart from that also, it's a second parenting. And I know that I could not fulfill that part, and that's why I rejected it. Number two, not emotionally available right now. Right now, I'm emotionally focused on my own family, our personal growth, and I don't think that I could fulfill that commitment. Right now, my emotional energy is focused only on my own family. I feel that I'm not in a right place to share additional roles that requires a very deep emotional presence. And I feel that it won't be fair to the child that I could just be there on that day on, but after that I could not fulfill the full obligation and commitment that I should have given to her. And I feel that showing up only on that specific date, on that date when the baptism will held or will take place, is is the end. Like after that celebration, eat, laugh, and go, there should be a continuation and it should be sustainable. And it's not fair to the child that I will just be on that moment, be on that picture, just a receipt that, see, this is your godmother, and that's it. The child will not see me after that. How about that? Number three, prefer family private roles. I believe that I should reserve the intimate roles of being a godparent or, second parent also to a child. And I know that this is a good relationship that rooted for a long lasting presence to trust and shared values to the child. So while I respect my colleague, she considered me as one of the godparent of her child. I feel that I have to set the boundaries that it should be taken on that note only, because I want to keep my family roles private and personal. And declining it, I feel that she got the message that my relationship with her, it's just only for work and not for personal and private life. Number four, already overwhelmed with commitments. As being a mother of three, I'm already stretched my roles and responsibility for my own family. My current responsibility for the work and the family has been already stretched out with my capacity, adding a role for attending the ceremonies and spiritual that I could shall offer to the child. I don't think I have this energy right now to be there, and it's very unfair also to the child just to be there on that date and not to be there in her whole development growing up. And I feel that I can not offer that kind of responsibility or commitment for her. Number five, I need to protect my peace. I worked hard to create a peaceful and private life. Taking this role could introduce additional obligation for me, and that will disrupt the balance. Right now, doing this blogging, doing a lot of things in my list and checklist, like what I want to do, I don't think I could fulfill that part to the child. It's really unfair for her, and I just really don't want to be just in one day, and after that, every New Year, every Christmas, every birthday, I will be the I will be remembered. So it should be at least a commitment. Number six, it's not aligned with my personal beliefs. The spiritual and cultural expectation tied to God parenting does not align with my personal beliefs. I want to be respectful while saying true to myself. Accepting that role is, I feel it's insincere, because it doesn't mean that I have just to be there on that day on. Then after that, you're gone. You're just in the picture and that's it. And I feel that declining it is the best and the honest way of sharing my thoughts and also what I am and who I am. Seven, I just try to avoiding work entanglements like conflict. I believe that whatever in the office stays in the office, and whatever in my personal is for my private and my own space and my sanity. And I feel that this should be done on that boundaries only. And mixing those two will disrupt or maybe will blur the boundaries and future discomfort. This helps me maintain the clarity, the professionalism, and emotional safety. I think saying no is honoring both of our relationship and also to say that's my own limit. So that is the reason why I declined or rejected the invitation of being a god or to be a godmother to one of my colleagues' child. I hope that this won't feel you different. I know that we are all different. How to accept this, how to to approach this kind of situation. And how about you? How you be able to say no to someone else? Because for me, saying no is also an honesty and authenticity, because it's me. If I knew already that I could not fulfill the responsibility, the commitment, or being sustainability on that prior to that situation, I would say no for that. Anything, work, task, obligation, commitment. If I know that my capacity doesn't fit to that situation, I will say no. Before I close, I just wanted to say this decision wasn't made lightly. Declining the role of godmother doesn't mean I love less, care less, or judge anyone who chooses differently. It simply means I'm honoring my current season of life, my boundaries, and what I know I can realistically commit to. This choice is personal. It's shaped by my responsibilities, my energy, and the quiet wisdom that comes with being in your 40s and learning to say no without guilt. I believe in showing up fully or not at all. And right now, I choose honesty over obligation. If you're watching this and navigating similar choices, I want you to feel seen. Saying no can be an act of love, of self respect, of clarity, and it's okay. As it says in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1, to everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under heaven. This is my time to pause, reflect, and protect what matters most in my life right now. Thank you for listening with grace. May we all find peace in our decisions and compassion in how we share them. Thank you. See you on my next video.